January 15th, and we just signed a $40 billion deal with Japan that's already kicked in. You see that?
Mr. President, the plane that went down from Iran, what do you think happened to that plane?
Well, I have my suspicions. It was very, I don't want to say that because other people have those suspicions also. It's a tragic thing. When I see that, it's a tragic thing. But somebody could have made a mistake on the other side. Could have made a mistake. It was flying. It was flying in not our system. No, it has nothing to do with us. It was flying in a pretty rough neighborhood, and somebody could have made a mistake. Some people say it was mechanical. I personally don't think that's even a question. Personally, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't want to get. That's up to them. At some point, they'll release the black box. Ideally, they'd get it to Boeing, but if they gave it to France or if they gave it to some other country, that would be okay too. I think, ideally that will be released. I have a feeling that it's just something very terrible happened, very devastating.
Mr. President.
But I will say this, we caught a total monster and we took him out, and that should have happened a long time ago. We did it because they were looking to blow up our embassy. We also did it for other reasons that were very obvious. Somebody died. One of our military people died. People were badly wounded just a week before, and we did it. And we had a shot at him, and I took it, and that shot was pinpoint accurate, and that was the end of a monster. And that was the second attack. We didn't start it. They started by killing one of our people and wounding badly other of our people. So that you call retribution. Ukraine, if you look at what happened with Ukraine, that's a hoax. Well, this is a hoax too. Iran went in and they hit us with missiles. Shouldn't have done that, but they hit us. Fortunately for them, nobody was hurt, nobody was killed. Nothing happened. They landed, very little damage even to the base. They landed. But we had a chance to take out a monster. We took him out, and it should have been done a long time ago.
Mr. President, you said Iran was trying to blow up the embassy in Baghdad. Can you provide more details on what that plot was?
No, I think it was obvious. If you look at the protests, and this was the anti-Benghazi. Benghazi was a disaster. They showed up a long time after it took place. They saw burning embers from days before. I said, get out today, immediately. They were saying, we think we can have them tomorrow. I said, nope, they got to go right now. And they were on their way very quickly. And they got there they got there quickly. They could have done that with Benghazi too, by the way, same thing. Had they gotten there, had they done what I did, you wouldn't know the name Benghazi. It would not be a very famous name. Now it's a very famous name. This was the anti-Benghazi. We got the Apaches there very quickly. They were doing the flares. People didn't know what was happening. But if you look at those protesters, they were rough warriors. They weren't protesters. They were Iranian-backed. Some were from Iraq, but they were Iranian-backed, absolutely, and they were looking to do damage, and they were breaking the windows. And, those are very structurally strong windows, as you know, and they were almost through. And had they gotten through, I believe we would have either had a hostage situation or we would have had we would have had a lot of people killed. Those people were going to do very serious harm. They were soldiers, they were warriors, and we stopped it. We stopped it. That was a totally organized plot. And you know who organized it. That man right now is not around any longer, okay? And he had more than that particular embassy in mind.
Do you have a problem with John Bolton testifying in the Senate trial?